guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chloe Queen. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Of course, you know what to do. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, and like this video. So today I look a little different. I don't have my glasses on, and that is because I just cannot stand the glare of my lighting on my lenses. So we're just gonna be glasses free until I can figure something out. So today I'm going to give you a few tips on ways to stay productive in college. Whether you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior in college, these are tips to help anyone in college. So the first tip is to get to know your professors and their office hours. Now I say this because A, if your professor knows you and you know them, they're going to be more friendly to you. They're going to help you out more because you're more than just a face now. You're someone that they know, so they're actually going to want to help you, let you, take some steps to succeed, to pass the class if you're struggling. It's just more of an incentive for them to help you and to reach out to you. But with that being said, you also need to do your part. You also need to reach out to your professor because you're in college, you're not in high school anymore. Though they may have more of an incentive to reach out to you since they know you and you're more than a face, doesn't mean they necessarily will every single time. And it also just is more meaningful and is more professional to your professors when you reach out to them and not always the other way around. With that being said, to add on to this first tip, also know your hours for your professors, your office hours for them, because then that will allow you to get extra tutoring. Maybe you have some questions that you want to ask them, but you were too embarrassed or scared to ask when you were in class with them. So definitely knowing their office hours is very smart because, again, it gives you one-on-one time with them without you being scared or embarrassed or whatever it was that made you keep quiet during class. Going on to that, tip number 2 is to sit in the front of your classroom. Now, I know this is kind of intimidating and kind of hard, but when I say sit in the front, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the very front because, hey, maybe those spots are taken, but definitely sit in the general area of being up front in the classroom because that will naturally make you pay more attention to what's being taught. Then, if you do have a question and you raise your hand or whatever you do, because you're in the front, they will see you, pay more attention to you, call on to you likely, and again, it'll just create a more of a natural shift of paying attention, asking questions, answering questions, and just being productive in the classroom setting and taking notes. Which moves on to my third one, and that is to take notes. Now, I am one of those people where I have to rewrite something over and over again for it to be lodged into my brain. I highly suggest going online and taking the learning test, which is a test that will basically give you the results of how you learn. You're either auditory, you're kinesthetic, which means you like to learn while you're making movement, or you're visual. I am more of a visual learner, so I'm not going to tell you how to take notes. Everyone's different. Always just good to have those notes just in case you have a surprise quiz or test or whatever. It's just nice to have it to prepare yourself to, refresh the content in your head. Now, the fourth tip I have is to ask questions. Like I said, this is kind of an intimidating one, which is why if you sit in the front, it's kind of more easier to ask questions. But again, going back to knowing your professor's office hours, you can always go to them personally during their office hours, ask them questions, or you can email or ask peers around you questions if they know the answer to. So ask questions. I know it's intimidating and I know it's kind of scary, but trust me when I say, if I could tell my past self in high school all those years ago, I would say,
shove your pride in the trash can and ask those questions because you have no clue what you're doing.
Okay, moving on to tip number 5, to stay productive in college, and that is to make friends in your classes because A, you will enjoy going to class because you're not in a room full of strangers, you have people to sit by, friends to talk to. B, if you're sick or if you skip class or whatever reason, more than likely you'll have at least one friend in that classroom that can either summarize what you missed, give you some notes, give you some key points, and catch you up. And another reason why I highly recommend making friends in your classes is, again, it can be the reverse. If they need help, you can help them out, and it's just a good way to stay productive. You can create study groups together, you can do more things college-based together, and it'll make homework and learning fun. Is to set specific study times, because if you're anything like me, I procrastinate horribly, 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 horribly. Luckily, it is a habit that I have broken, though it did take years to break. And the secret to breaking this procrastination habit is by creating a to-do list / having a planner or someone or something to hold you accountable. So if you go into college and you have the mindset of setting specific study times, say that 5 times fast. Then say from 3 in the afternoon to 5 is your specific time where you only study, nothing else. That will A, help build you a habit every single day of what times is expected from you normally to study. B, it'll make you mentally prepared. Okay, I know at 3 I have to study until 5. Like, it'll make your body and your mind already start your day knowing what to expect during that time. And of course, having a study time is nothing to be ashamed of, and only good things come out of it. So highly recommend having a specific study time. To go along with that is number 7, and that is either to have a wall calendar or a planner physically or on your phone, as well as sticking to them. The reason why I say this is because it is so easy to buy one, to use it, and then to never open or look at it. But if you consistently look and use it, again, going with the having a specific study time, you're creating a habit, and it's also a good overview of what to expect during the week so that you're not stressed, you're not overwhelmed, you're not scared if you're forgetting a certain content. You'll have everything in one place. Okay, now to number 8, and this might sound really weird and childish, but that is to reward yourself every time you do like something in your mind that is a huge accomplishment. So whether it be getting an A on an exam, go reward yourself. Whether it be buying a new outfit, whether it be getting a new phone case, updating your phone, going out to eat with your friends, definitely reward yourself whenever you basically make a milestone or set and achieve a goal, because it feels so great to complete what is in your to-do list or in your planner. But I feel like when you reward yourself after doing something that's important to you, it kind of gives a natural effect of, okay, now I want to do this and this and this and this. Okay, now I want to make sure I get this off my calendar. The more you reward yourself after you achieve something, then the more likely you'll want to grow and continue achieving things, because you're rewarding yourself. Like, who doesn't like rewards? I think there's nothing wrong with rewarding yourself, and that everyone deserves it, especially college students. And my last and final tip is number 9, and that is to know your due dates. Whether it be the day you're having a test, an exam, homework is due, whether the day a college essay is due, a project, know the due date. I don't care if you know it mentally, I don't care if you write it down or in your phone, but know it. And then to kind of add an emphasis onto that, know it, but then set it in your mind or in your planner or in your phone 2 days before it's due. The reason why I say that is because it will help you be productive already knowing the due date. But because you wrote it down 2 days and it's actually due, most likely you're going to forget the due date. So you'll refer back to your phone or your planner and see it's due on the 22nd, even though technically it's due on the 24th, but you're already going to have it done 2 days before. Again, so much stress off of you. It's always a good idea, and it's also another way to be prepared, and it will ensure that you're never going to be late or you're never going to miss a due date. And that is all of my 9 tips on how to stay productive during college. With that being said, you guys know what to do. Please feel free to subscribe, hit the bell notification, and like this video. Also, comment down below what you thought of these tips. Were they helpful? Do you have any tips for me when I go to college? Because again, I love YouTube, and I would love to make a career out of this one day. So having you guys share my YouTube channel on our social medias and also liking and commenting and subscribing really does help me grow, and it'd be highly, highly appreciated. And also, I want to let you know that the first 30 minutes to an hour after I upload any of my videos, I do go into my comments and answer questions and talk to you guys. So definitely comment during those times because I love chatting and talking and getting to know you guys. And with that being said, I cannot wait to see you guys in my next YouTube video. Don't forget to have a great day, have an awesome day, and above all, stay blessed.